Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Guys, Gears, and Grit. Today we are going to be doing a retro review on the 2010 Honda State Line. This is the VT1300. I have ridden and or owned pretty much every single bike that would have been a competitor of this one during its era. And so I'm gonna take it for a quick ride. We're gonna take a listen to this phenomenal Cobra exhaust, and we're gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you what I think about it and how it stacks up against the competition. So first, we have to talk about the looks. To me, this is the best selling point of the VT1300 State Line. Now, you probably know that this is a little bit of an updated version of Honda's VTX 1300. The VTX 1300 has its age, still a great bike, but it is age. This still looks very retro modern. It has the rake of the forks. It has this nice swooping tank, the beautiful front fender, the nice 21-inch wheel. Lots to love on this bike. I love kind of this teardrop shaped headlight. All of these small details, even just the handlebars here, there's details all over that just really step this up above what Honda was offering prior to this, which again was the VTX 1300S or the R or the VTX 1300C. This is definitely a step in the right direction. All right, enough blabbing. I'm gonna hop on this beast and take it for a ride. You guys are gonna get to hear it. I think you're gonna love it. And we'll come back and see what we think. Ignition switch on the left here. That Cobra exhaust. I just can't get over how good this exhaust sounds. Just can't get over how good it sounds. I love the seating position. It's nice and low. I mean, it just feels like, just a very low center of gravity. Man. It's just a nice, comfortable ride. It's not too harsh, but it's not numb either. There's some bikes, they just kind of float across the road. They don't give any feedback. This gives you feedback, but it's not abrupt.
Here he comes back around.
Don't think it gets any better. All right, you guys, I just can't get over how good this thing sounds. I know I've probably said it 6 times. I don't know how well you could hear me talk about it when I was actually riding the bike, but I just can't get over how good this thing sounds. What I also love about this is the seat height is so low. The whole bike, like the center of gravity is so low to the ground. Man, it just feels exactly how you want, you know, a retro cruiser chopper-ish style bike to feel. Very comfortable, very controlled. I know it's just got the single disc on the front wheel. Obviously for performance, you want to have 2 discs in the front, but I have to say, like, it gives plenty of feedback, enough stopping power for this heavy beast here. And the reason I do like the single caliper, of course, is because, you know, it gives you a chance to show off that front tire there, or front wheel, I should say. Some other things that I really impressed me about this bike is this engine. Again, it's the updated version of the VTX 1300. Honda made this for 10, 12, 15 years by this point, and so they've really worked out all the bugs. It's tremendously reliable. Again, as you know, it makes a great sound. The only kind of thing that I'm not super crazy about is the fact that it doesn't have a 6th gear. I do find myself trying to kick up to a 6th gear as I'm reaching highway speeds, but the gears are quite a bit longer. I think you can get away with not having the 6th gear without too much trouble, but you know, you can't have it all. Some other two minor things. This is just me trying to come up with something to complain about. The fenders look beautiful. However, both front and rear are plastic. Not super thrilled about that. Most of the VTX 1300 fenders were steel. The C model fenders were steel, at least. And so they kind of took a step back with that, but I have to forgive them. The paint looks great, the shape looks great. They look phenomenal. I'm very, very happy with that. Some other things that I think are exceptional is the fact that the way that, again, this Cobra exhaust, just the shape, the look, everything about it is a step above. We do have a Mustang seat on this. I wouldn't say that's 100% necessity, but it does go a long way in terms of comfortability. So if you are looking at one of these and it does already have the Mustang seat, just know that's probably going to be an upgrade in your future anyway. So it's good to have that. This one's already got it ready to go. In my eyes, there's two main competitors for this bike that were the competitors back in 2010. And probably still its competitor in terms of what's available on the used market. There's two. That's going to be the Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600, and there's also the Yamaha XV 1900 or XV 1700. There's multiple iterations of all of those bikes, and the XV 1700, 1900 is going to have a little bit of a taller seat height, is not going to feel as comfortable, will feel a little bit heavier. I do think that this handles better. There are some things I really do enjoy about the Yamaha Roadstar, the Warrior, the Raider, all of those models. Oftentimes you will find that they're also a little bit more expensive. Now, if you want to go down on the cheaper end, you want to pick up a Kawasaki 1600, whether you get the Nomad or the Mean Streak, which I believe the Mean Streak is going to be the more appropriate competitor. It kind of has more of a, again, these are not choppers, but more of like a chopper-esque. You could tell what they were trying to do. But this engine sounds better, more reliable. There's more aftermarket support for it. I think you're going to find that this is superior over the 1600, the Kawasaki 1600, if you can find one in the same price range. But again, I think this is the one. I think if your budget is $3,000 to $4,000, you're okay getting a used motorcycle that's going to continue to be worth $3,000 or $4,000. Even if you ride the heck out of it for 2 or 3 years, it's still going to be worth the same amount of money. Just keep it maintained, keep it in good condition, and you'll have no problem getting your money out of it and getting tons of miles of enjoyment out of this bike. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please drop a comment down below and let us know which bike you want to see. Would appreciate your subscription. If you liked it, just hit the like button. It goes a long way to helping us meet our goals. Thank you so much. Take care.